Hey there, and welcome to another episode of WYT. What's your take? I'm Wyatt Spalding, and today we're going to talk about the NBA Finals. It's finally started. It's here. They've already played 2 games so far, and it looks like the Suns are in the driver's seat, well and comfortable, up 2-0. So let's get to it on my take on those games. So game 1, the Suns, I thought, came out hot. They looked in control from the tip. They just never seemed rattled. Chris Paul played like he already played in 2 or 3 finals. But it was his first finals, man. In 16 seasons. He played in his first NBA Finals, but he played like he's already played in 3 finals already. He really took over. He had 0 points in the first quarter, but then really took off, scored 11 in the second, and had a huge quarter in the third with 16 points. He was just on fire. Now the Bucks, I thought, game 1, Middleton showed up, scored 29 points, and carried the team for most of the game. And Giannis had 20 points, but it just felt like Giannis didn't really play that well. I mean, yeah, he grabbed 17 rebounds, but he went 6 for 11, took only 11 shots, his lowest attempts ever in the playoffs on shots. And for me, it's like, man, it's the NBA Finals. He's one of the best players out there, and he only took 11 shots. It's the NBA Finals, man. You gotta play aggressive. DeAndre Ayton played real well in the first game as well. Had 22 points and 19 rebounds. Really working inside against those big men, Lopez and Giannis. And he played well for never playing in the finals, how young he is. And Devin Booker scored 27, but struggled from the field, 8 for 21. All in all, I really think the Suns really had good control of the game. I mean, they didn't come out nervous or anything. I think it did also help them that they were at home. They haven't played in the finals since 1993, so their fans were hyped. They were ready to go. They were just pumped. For the Bucks, they just really seemed out of sorts a little bit. They seemed like they just couldn't cut the lead down. Middleton stepped up, but guys like Holiday, man, they need to get going more. He only shot like 4 for 14 in the first game. You got to show up, man. Where are you, Holiday? Come on. They need you. He's like the third option, but, I mean, if your third option is playing well, they can't be stopped. When Holiday scores 20 points or more, the Bucks are 5-1 in the postseason. When he scores less than 20 points, they're 5-7. And he scored 10 points. Sorry. He only scored 10 points in the first game. That's not good, man. You gotta step up and score more than 10 points in the finals, especially if you're one of the main guys. So in all, game 1, Suns took care of business. Bucks didn't play with very good energy, and that's how game 1 went. Oh, I do think also what was the key moment in game 1 was that step back that Chris Paul had with 2:45 to go in the third quarter against Bobby Portis. That was sick. I felt like after the Suns hit that shot, it was over. And they still had another quarter to play, but I think the Suns knew they had all the momentum, and they were going to go away with game 1. Now, game 2. Game 2, Giannis played more aggressive. He came out hot. He came out being aggressive, taking the ball coast to coast. He scored 42 points, 15 for 22 from the field, 12 rebounds, scored the most points in an NBA Finals quarter with 21. And here's your sports history lesson for today. The last time anyone in the last 25 NBA seasons, the only two guys to score one less point than Giannis, which was 19 points, was LeBron James in 2014 and Kobe Bryant in 2010. They both scored 19 points in a quarter, and Giannis beat them both, scored 20 points. And so Giannis really came out firing. I really thought the Bucks were going to win this game. They played poor defensively in the first game, just let the Suns run all over them. And I thought they did play better. They didn't allow the Suns to score any points in the paint in the first quarter. But also the Suns were hitting from threes, 6 for 11 for threes to start the game. Bridges played really well. He had 13 points in the first half, ended up with 27. Excuse me. And really came out hot. And Chris Paul got going with 23, 10 for 20 from the field. But the guy who really came through for the Suns was Devin Booker. Only had 10 points in the first half. Scored 21 points in the second half. And this Suns team, they're proving why they're the favorite to win. One night you got Chris Paul leading the team. The next night, Devin Booker. Guys like Bridges and Ayton are stepping up. Just all these weapons around them. And the Bucks have good weapons too. But the problem is they can't get it all to gel together in one game like the Suns can. Game 2, Giannis has a big game, 42 points. But Middleton only shot 5 for 16 from the field at 11 points. Holiday played better, scored 17 points. It's better than 10 points. But they just can't get it to gel real well, man. They're struggling. And you can't figure it out now when you made it to the NBA Finals. You got to figure it out quick. You don't have time. And they got to figure it out, man. But Devin Booker and Chris Paul, they just can't be stopped. And I think just with the leadership of Chris Paul, I mean, this team, none of these guys have really been to a finals. But they're playing like they've already been to a finals and lost, and now they're trying to get to win their first NBA Finals. And they act like they have experience playing the finals when they don't. The Suns don't have experience playing in the finals. But they're playing like it, and I think that this series is going to go in 5. I did think 6, but after seeing the Suns go up 2-0, and just the way they've been playing and the way the Bucks, all 3 of their star players just can't get going at the same time and can't get a flow of the game going where they're all scoring real well. I think eventually the Bucks will win. I think they'll win on Sunday in Game 3, lose. The Suns will win Game 4, and then go back home to Phoenix and win Game 5 and win the Finals. So that's my prediction for the NBA Finals. So, that's the show today. Feel free to tune in on my other shows if you haven't seen any other episodes, and I will be coming out with some more stuff besides basketball, a little bit of baseball, and then when the August comes, start talking about some football.